And a good morning to you. Welcome inside the house here, the Wednesday edition. Me and Juju took Monday off, but we're back today, aren't we, sir?
We are back indeed after a nice long weekend.
Little rain coming in late today, tonight, tomorrow from the storm that was a tropical storm, then a hurricane, then a hurricane, then a tropical storm, then a hurricane, then a tropical storm. It's supposed to go back up. And the reason is, if I understand correctly when I saw it this morning, you have to be at 75 miles per hour to be considered a hurricane.
And it's fluctuating.
And it's bouncing right around 73, 74, but it's going to hit back in the Gulf. And I think that's where it's going to bounce back up. But they still aren't completely sure of the track.
They never are, right?
And just depending on whether it wavers a little bit, how much rain we get. But North Carolina's going to get some rain.
Yes, we are. And they're hoping the last prediction I saw, the forecast, that it's going to go east of us. It's going to be Charlotte east.
Mm-hmm. Ryan Rose, good morning. Amber, good morning. Joe, good morning. Glad to have you guys in with us. Lots to talk about. We were talking about before we went on the air, and I had forgotten about it and was flipping through the channels when I got in from having some dinner, and I found it, and it was the match. And I love that kind of stuff. Sissy Lee, good morning. Coast is going to get it, so lots of rain here too. Yeah, she lives down in Raleigh. Yeah, Raleigh's going to get their share. Winston, where her brother lives, is going to get their share too. My youngest is at the beach. They were planning on staying until tomorrow, but they're coming in today. Because tomorrow's going to be a washout.
Yeah.
There won't be a whole lot going on. I added another thing to my bucket list last night, not to watch the match, whatever those are, but I had forgotten about this too, and I'll have to watch it this weekend because I just absolutely love these very open celebrity type events where people can just be people. Milton, good morning. Aaron Rodgers, I don't think Tom is, but Aaron is. Is the British Open this weekend?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, usually the weekend of the British Open, I think.
Usually it's a little bit more middle July.
Okay. Anyway, they have this celebrity tournament, the Century, out at Lake Tahoe, and it's a celebrity tournament, and they play a modified Stapleford system, which is you get points. Like you get a point if it's a par.
Yeah.
You get 2 points if it's a birdie, that kind of thing.
This is off of last year's Phil Mickelson and Tiger and Tom Brady and Peyton Manning.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah, the one last night was.
Yes.
But this Century thing, this is an event, it's a fundraiser, okay, that they have, but tons of celebrities in it. And they televise it. The people that are playing are constantly jabbering with the people, but you'll see John Stallworth, you'll see Tony Romo plays in it. I'm trying to think of some of the past people that were not great athletes, but were athletes that went on to play golf, but they just play in this thing. That's on my bucket list. I want to go out there and attend that live. When you watch it on some of the holes, you can see the backdrop of Lake Tahoe.
Yes.
You can see the mountains around Lake Tahoe with snow. Love that. Last night there was snow.
Yeah, they were in Big Sky Country, right?
Big Sky,
in Montana.
7,500 foot elevation is how high.
Is it? Let me ask you.
That's why one of the holes was 777 yards, and they could kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it easier or more difficult to play golf at that kind of levels? Now, you played in the mountains before.
You get much longer carry because the air thin, just like kicking field goals in Denver.
Yes.
Same kind of thing. But nothing helps my game.
What about walking and different things like that for when you're having to walk a course? Does it affect you differently?
I cart, but I'm sure that it does. I hear people talk about Denver has such an advantage on home games because of the altitude, because of the oxygen, the difference in the oxygen. You have to get acclimated to that. But I've never been in that kind of environment or that area. So
does the ball carry more when you're playing in the mountains like in Boone or Asheville?
Yeah, you can get more carry.
Okay.
Depending on where you're playing. Yeah. I was going to look up the Century Classic.
I saw the part last night with I guess it was Aaron Rodgers and Charles Barkley going back and forth. It was on TNT, right?
TNT and TBS.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Charles was back in the studio, and he was trying to urge Aaron to kind of spill the beans a little bit about what's his plan going to be going forward.
And you know what he told him? He told him, this is what made me think of the tournament. He said, Chuck, I'll tell you at Lake Tahoe.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's when I said, oh, that's coming up. But it's the American Century Championship, okay? And let's see. And here's the thing. Tickets are $30 a day. That's it. $30 a day for a ticket. Lake Tahoe is a great place to visit, they say. But I'll give you some of the celebrities that are going to be there. But I want to say NBC carries it,
It usually does, yeah.
But, like, they play in teams of 3. One team is Seth, Stephen, and Dale Curry. That's one team. But, like, here's some guys that'll be there. Marcus Allen, Brett Baer, Charles Barkley, Ray Allen, Jay Billis, Jerome Bettis, Joe Buck, Derek Carr, Vince Carter, Roger Clemens, Terrell Davis, Vinny Del Negro, Jay DeMarcus, who's with Rascal Flatts, Dylan Dreyer, who's an NBC News meteorologist, Miss America 2015, Kara Dixon, Larry Fitzgerald, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic, Doug Flutie, Tom Glavine, A.J. Hawk, Travis Kelce, Maddox is there, Kyle Lowry, Derek Lowe, Patrick Mahomes, Al Michaels, Jim McMahon, Sean McDermott, and I'm skipping through here. Matt Nagy's there, Carson Palmer, Doug Peterson, Sean Payton, Patrick Peterson, Dan Quayle. He was vice president. Not sure he knew it, but he was vice president.
He was.
You remember Carlton from The Fresh Prince?
I do.
Alfonso Roberto.
Mm-hmm.
He is there. Aaron Rodgers, Rob Riggle, Jerry Rice, Ray Romano, Tony Romo, CC Sabathia, Kyle Rudolph, Brett Sagerhagen, Sterling Sharp, Smoltz, Emmett Smith, Alex Smith, Annika. Love me some Annika Sorenstam. She's been retired. Strahan, Golden Tate, Joe Theismann, Larry the Cable Guy, Justin Tuck, Brian Urlacher, Mike Vrabel, Chase Utley, Jack Wagner,
Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah.
Anna Singer. Right?
Kyle Williams, DeMarcus Ware, Tim Wakefield, Steve Young, Charles Woodson. So, and it's like that last night. Everybody's mic'd.
Yeah.
It's just open season, But they carry on with the crowds and stuff.
If you were running a radio station, would you send a group of people like they do for the Super Bowl with radio row?
I don't know if they have that,
but you can be there as with many issues going on with those guys having those opinions, because you hear some of those guys on talk radio, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, every often. Would you do something like that if you were working at a radio station? Because
yeah, I think so.
Get them as they're coming off the course.
Mm-hmm. They'll talk to you inside the ropes.
Yeah,
I mean it's just a very laid back kind of event, and that was just.
Is that
one
2
of those
days,
things.
3 days?
It's 4 days.
4 days,
like a regular tournament.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the money goes again towards.
This
is charity.
Yes.
I mean, that's a really impressive list of celebrities.
Yes, and this has been going on for a number of years. I wish I could remember the guy who's won it in the past, but you think about here think about this group that would come through. Terrell Davis, Jerome Bettis, Emmett Smith, all together on one golf team.
That is something.
Sterling Sharp, Marcus Allen, Doug Peterson. And then I told you the three Currys, they're on one team. Tony Romo, Annika Sorenstam, and Brian Urlacher. I would say that Brian Urlacher and Tony Romo have met.
I would think so.
Somewhere on the field of battle.
Yeah.
Andrew, good morning. Miss Kay, Carrie, good morning. Glad to have all you guys with us. But In the modified Stapleford, a double bogey, you subtract 2 points, a bogey's 0, a par's 1, a birdie's 3, a eagle's 6, a hole-in-one's 8, and a double eagle is 10. And I was looking to see, and it is an NBC program, and I was looking to see what this went to.
Perfect time frame, right? It's right before the NFL training camps begin.
Yep.
Most of the other sports are done or through. There's not much in terms of things going on in the world of sports. Baseball is just coming out of the All-Star break. Man, it's perfect timing.
And I'm guessing that Bryson DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers won it. When I went to sleep, there were 4 to play maybe, and they were up by 3.
I was trying to look, and I didn't see anything posted.
I'll have to look at it and see. Yeah. Bryson and Rodgers get the last laugh versus Phil and Brady. Now, one of the things that happened that kind of blew Aaron Rodgers' mind, we talked about earlier their thing about taking away the green book, where it talks about the greens and everything. Well, Phil and Bryson were standing there on one green. Well, it's got a slope of 3 and a stimp meter of 10. So from here, you're going to look at that's going to put it out about 10 inches. You wonder how they make those putts. They get all this information, and they know in their head what that means on how the putt's going to break and stuff. You still got to make it, but it's still, the stimp meter and the slope. And,
it's the analytics of golf.
Yes. But they did win. It says this was at the Reserve Golf Course in Moonlight Basin, Big Sky, Montana. And the thing that you had to notice is, it didn't go off here till 10:30, almost 11 o'clock. It's still plenty of daylight out there.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't get dark till later. And this has become the proceeds to this went to Lindsay would probably know what it is. Feed a Meal. They were meals that were purchased. Feeding America, that's what it is. And My Brother's Keeper. Donations and contributions will provide 6.3 million meals for Feeding America and 2.6 million to My Brother's Keeper. It all, like Charles donated $100,000, which bought X amount of meals and those kind of things. So that was it's a great event. It's a specific made-for-TV event, and it's just – but like out there, you hit it in the rough, you don't go find it. Like there were brown bears and everything right there on the golf course. But going back to your point about the altitude, this will give you an example. Where's that? There it is. DeChambeau, it said, because the golf course is situated at an elevation of 7,500 feet, the ball was flying throughout the match. DeChambeau hit an 8-iron on a 248-yard par 3 to within 2 feet 7 inches of the cup. And the pros played at different tees from the quarterbacks. But one par 5 was 777 yards. And it was downhill. You could wind up with a 500-yard drive if you caught the slope and kept it in the fairway and that kind of thing.
Wow.
But I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Tim Smith, good morning. Andrew, good morning. I got Andrew Williams and Mooney out here today. But it was they had Gronk called in. He was at his nephew's baseball game, and Gronk called in, and it was good. They had all the players had one earpiece so they could hear the callers and talk to the commentators and that kind of thing.
And hear the little smack talk going back and forth between each other. I was going back and forth in the golf tournament trying to watch the Braves lose to another game last night to the lowly Pittsburgh Pirates.
Well, here's the deal. Baseball's going to have to get a lot deeper in the season before I start watching. Because now it's just another game. Well,
the Braves had come off that great win on Sunday, late inning win against Florida. You thought maybe with some momentum they're going to get to the 500 mark and have a winning record going into the All-Star break. Then they go into Pittsburgh. The Pirates have one of the worst teams in the league, and they lose 2 straight. Not a good look right now for the Braves, if you're a Braves fan.
NBA?
Yeah.
Any interest?
A little bit, only because these teams have never been here before. I mean, Phoenix, I think, made it. They made the finals way back in the 70s one year with the Celtics. And Milwaukee, the last time they won it was, when Kareem was playing. So, yeah, I have some interest there in seeing how it turns out.
And it was a 13-point win, in case you missed it. The Phoenix Suns won 118-105. And if I'm not mistaken, Giannis played or was cleared to play. So it didn't make a difference. Everybody says that the only thing missing from Chris Paul is a championship. He is Wake Forest?
Yeah.
Okay. Been in the league 13 years?
Going over a decade, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things. Jack Huss, good morning. Chris Paul, like to see him. He's one of the guys, he doesn't take games off. If he's healthy, he plays. And I made the comment Saturday when the guys were in here talking about it. Chris Paul, every team he's left has gotten worse, and every team he's went to has gotten better. So he makes them better, and not just because it's him, but because of what the leadership, the confidence. He's, that's one of the things that I think you saw with Tom Brady this year with Tampa Bay is he went in and he lifted everybody up. That's how you get teams to championships.
And the great ones do that.
That's correct.
In any
they get
era.
theirs. They get theirs, but at the same time, they know how to share that.
Yeah.
And
the other thing I'm interested about this NBA Finals is it gives some hope. For years you heard about the NBA, same old teams always getting to the finals. It gives some hope now for the teams like the Hornets or franchises like the Hornets to, if you do it right, put together a team properly, are smart and judicious about your free agent signings, like a Chris Paul, then you too can get to the NBA Finals.
Well,
or is this one of those years where all the star players got hurt, they were hurt, and whatever?
Let me tell you what I heard yesterday. Well, before I tell you what I heard yesterday, let me take a break. Then I'll tell you what I heard yesterday. And I'll give you – and it makes sense. And I think it's not only NBA, but I think that's what you need to do it in all sports. I'll tell you more in a minute.
If you ask around, you'll find Burke Mortuary has a reputation for excellence and commitment to value. They've built a reputation of trust for more than 35 years. Burke Mortuary is proud to offer personal attention, meaningful tributes, and the area's most affordable prices. They're also proud to offer you beautiful, state-of-the-art facilities. It's the perfect place to honor your loved one. So when choosing a funeral home, the choice is easy. Choose Burke Mortuary with locations in Maiden and Newton.
Whether it's a sit-down meal or a call-in for the drive-thru, Brookwood Cafe and Catering is the answer. A variety of meats, vegetables, and desserts cooked daily, or a hot sandwich from the grill, they have what you're looking for to satisfy your taste buds. If you need catering from 5 to 500, Brookwood has you covered as well. Stop by Brookwood Cafe and Catering at 202 Providence Mill Road in Maiden. Don't forget breakfast daily till 11 a.m. Open Tuesday 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., Wednesday through Saturday 6 a.m. till 8 p.m., and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Call 828-428-8944 to place your order today.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County since 1940. And as it has been from the beginning, customer service is a priority to First Federal Savings Bank. They want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, the products, and the services that the larger banks have, but with hometown people that you see throughout your community. Stop in and visit one of their 4 convenient locations and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Times convenience stores are more than convenient. They're your neighborhood store, your store. With locations in Lincoln, Catawba, Gaston, Iredell, and Mecklenburg counties, there's one near you. Times convenience stores have the right items at the right price, from snacks, cold drinks, and light meals from the grill, and there's always a special to save you time and money. Times has what you need. Times convenience stores, there's one near you. Regardless of where you're going, there's one on your way. Remember, there's always time to stop by Times. Covenant Church began as a vision of just over 100 people in 1984. Since then, Covenant Church has grown and currently located at 2168 Gastonia Highway in Lincoln. The Sunday schedule includes early morning worship at 8:30, Sunday school at 9:45, and morning worship at 10:45. Their ministries extend beyond Sunday. Visit their website at www.covenantchurch.church to see all they have to offer, and better yet, stop by and see for yourself. Covenant Church may be just what you're looking for a new church home.
In the best of times, no one is more deserving of every opportunity, encouragement, and support than the youth in our communities. Parents, teachers, coaches, and sponsors struggle to stretch their budgets to continue help. Communities need a team effort. Times Oil Corporation, a longtime member of the community, established the Times Educational Alliance Mission, or Team Foundation. Since 2011, over $125,000 in grants have been donated in the community. Times Oil and the Team Foundation are proud to be community partners.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Call Mooney Insurance in Maiden or East Lincoln Insurance in Denver, or visit MooneyInsurance.com. Stifel Nicholas now has an office in your community. Stifel Nicholas is a full-service organization offering a wide range of investment vehicles and services. These include money market funds, CDs, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, annuities, retirement plans, and managed accounts, to name a few. Our financial advisors will sit down with you and help you tailor an investment plan, explaining strategies and investments which may help you achieve your personal goals. Call 4Rembert today at 828-624-7300. Stifel Nicholas, member SIPC, and the New York Stock Exchange. And welcome back. Glad to have you. Anybody ever like to be a part of it? You see the phone number 828-970-7537. I will answer it, and I'll put you on the air. That's the kind of guy I am.
Yes, you are.
All right, what I was talking about on the NBA, one of the things that I heard yesterday, and you know I'm a Colin Cowherd disciple, very big into Colin Cowherd.
Okay.
He said if you go back and you look at TV ratings or the NBA teams, what you consider the power markets that you would think would be huge TV numbers are really down this year. And this was his conclusion. This was his hypothesis.
Individual markets.
Yes,
okay.
Like L.A., New York, Boston, wherever the home team is.
And the ratings, you're talking about overall league ratings or the league ratings just for the team?
Okay,
gotcha.
Are down like the Lakers because there's no continuity there. They keep putting together a band of mercenaries.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about Milwaukee and Phoenix. Ratings are sky high because the majority of players on those teams have been there. They've built through the draft. They get close. They'll bring in a player
like Chris
Paul
mm-hmm.
to get them up. But people can relate and understand and own the team because they know who the players are.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Nets, band of mercenaries. You just keep bringing people in, trying to put something together, win a championship. And what he was saying was, in the NBA, just putting together those stars doesn't always guarantee a championship because, much like with the Lakers, when AD went down, so did their hopes of making it.
Yeah, and it's a chemistry thing.
It is. It is.
In every sport, it's been that way. You can't always bring in the most talented players.
That's correct. Now, depending upon who you bring in, if the person you bring in can elevate the team that's there and be one of them instead of a prima donna, Chris Paul, you see it. Tom Brady, he didn't go in to be a prima donna.
Wasn't there something in analytics that said that? Or is this something that's organically happens?
I just think
what I was saying, you can't quantify that, right? Analytically, on what a player, you bring in a player or two that helps lift up the rest of the team?
The problem is you don't have a measurable way of doing it.
Yes,
you can see the results.
Yes.
But you can't say, well, he brought in a 63% field shooting and he brought in 18.3 points per game.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that. And usually the teams that do the best are the ones that have that unmeasurable trait.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, it's the chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think chemistry is a big part of that. And that, I told you, good morning, Ronnie. I hate to like Tommy, but he's almost human. Like last night watching him. The only thing about it, he was a little overdressed for the event. He was the only one in long pants. And
you get the feeling he's a dork sometimes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he really is.
Yeah.
And then it also confirmed to me that, and this is just Lanny's opinion, okay? Still, I think Aaron Rodgers came across a little bit as of an ass. Just a arrogant, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the way I'm reading him, but if you can't come away from an event like that with a little warmer feeling because you have nothing to put airs on about. You know what I mean?
One thing about Aaron Rodgers, I think he, more than about any other athlete, at least out there right now, he just has this I don't give a rip attitude.
Except about me.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
I mean, he just don't give a rip.
No. No. And that's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And maybe he should. Maybe that's completely okay because of how good he is.
Yeah.
But,
I told you I was heading to Wisconsin this weekend, see some old friends. And we're going to go do the Lambeau tour since I'm a part owner. I guess we get moved up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, shareholder, we get to move up in the line. But I'm going to ask some people. I'm going to take an unscientific survey of what they think about what happening with Aaron Rodgers. Are they fans? Do they think he's going to be in training camp?
He would not answer that question last night.
No, he wouldn't. Even Charles tried to, urge him on a little bit.
Now he said he would tell Chuck this weekend at the Century. So we'll see if he does. Because he kind of promised Chuck he could break it. He could break the story, but they were asking him things like, I don't know. They picked a date, October the 3rd. Where do you think you'll be October 3rd? What's October the 3rd? Well, that's when you play the Chicago Bears. And he was very non-committal. I've heard that talk too. He really doesn't have any choice but to sit out or come back and play.
That's it.
He's kind of got egg on his face on this one. He's going to lose this peeing contest. I was wrong. The British Open is not this weekend. It's next weekend. The Century is the week before the Open. And part of that, from a TV standpoint, they do have a tournament. It's the John Deere Classic. But so many of the top players are not in that tournament because they've already went over to England to get acclimated and start practicing and getting ready for the Open. So that's why they have it. But the Century is 30 years. It's been going on for 30 years.
Something. And the British Open is the 15th of July?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Well, it starts.
The 8th is tomorrow.
It starts, the 15th through the, what would that be?
19th.
18th.
19th.
15, 16, 17, 18, 4 days. 4 days. 4 days. 4 days. I used to have that one finger, but it's gone. Now, you sent me this yesterday, and I think part of what's going to happen, and I said this yesterday, and I asked Ford the same thing.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be more booster money that comes away from donations to the school from businesses, and that money goes to players on endorsements, and it gets that money above the table. Now, here's where I come in with this endorsement thing, and you're already seeing that it's being manipulated. I'll give you the story in just a second. If you catch a player or an institution doing something that's illegal with all the ways that you've got to get these kids money now, that should be SMU death penalty time. Shut it down, because You're just refusing to play by any rules.
Yeah. I think colleges and universities, the departments now, are probably scrambling on trying to come up with some kind of guidelines.
But there are no guidelines.
I know, but they got to have some. You got to have some kind of. At some point, somebody's got to be smart enough to say we got to have, or some schools saying, hey, if you want to do this name, image, and likeness, don't do it with gambling sites.
Well, that's already kind of been said.
Yes.
You know, Eric Cooper, our beloved governor, has already said that with a, guess what, executive order, to which a legislator in North Carolina said, it's not law, you don't have to listen to that, which I really liked. But anyway, I digress. Dan Lambert, owner of American Top Team and longtime Miami football fan, has offered each scholarship player, all 90, on the team a monthly payment of $500 this year to advertise his gyms on social media. If you do the math.
MMA gyms.
Yes, yeah, if you do the math, that is $6,000 per year, or $540,000 total for the year. It is the largest reported sum for a college sports endorsement deal since the doors were open. He said, I want to help the kids, I want to reward them for what they do, and I want a better product on the field. I want to improve the reputation of the school and the team I love so much. I think it's a cool opportunity to get involved and make a difference. Now, it's the largest marketing effort his MMA business has ever done. Now, here's the thing. Do you have a problem with it?
I don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it either, because Thug U used to be one of the worst to do the paying players and stuff.
You've talked about, and we have, about these unintended consequences. Try to put yourself in their shoes right now. Of those 90 kids, if there are going to be that many, not all 90 are going to take that deal. I wouldn't take that deal. $500 a month?
Why wouldn't you take? There's no strings.
Because there is. You got to show up at card signings and
no.
Yeah. They're just not going to give you the money.
All they have to do is advertise his gyms on social media,
and
that's it. That's all it says.
No, there's more than that.
No, that's all it says on this article from ESPN.
Yeah, I think stuff I've heard is he's going to require them to show up at signings, card shows, that kind of thing. Make appearances. I mean, is he going to require them to do things during the season? And the kids are going to have a choice to make. Sure, I need to go here, but no, I need to go to this event for Mr. Lambert here. But I also got practice, and then I got.
I don't see anything now. If you've got another release, but I don't see anything here. Other than the only thing that it says when you get into it is has offered each scholarship player on the Miami football team a monthly payment, $500 this year, to advertise his gyms on social media. That's all that this says. Now,
Okay.
there may be something else, but that's all that is in here.
That's the story I sent you?
No, it's just that's not the story you sent me. That's just a story that I pulled up.
Yeah, I'm almost sure that the story I read is requiring them to more than just promote it on their social media accounts. I could be wrong.
Oh, stop it. My daughter says fact. No governor will ever please Dad. No, I want the process. There's no imminent threat to our state and our citizens that an executive order needed to be made by Cooper. That didn't need to be made. Let it go through the legislative process. That's why we have government. It needs to go through the legislative process. That's just me. Sis says there's got to be fine print on that, which is what you're saying, which I'm going to go take a look at.
I'm sure there is.
Well, we're going to find out.
I just think they're going to be I think there are going to be a lot of kids they want, especially at the smaller schools, or they're not going to get those kind of deals. Mm-hmm. And they're going to be, I think, a lot of kids say, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to get into this complicated stuff of what I have to do name, image, and likeness. I just want to go to college.
Are you familiar with Cameo?
Cameo. Mm-hmm. Cameo appearance?
Well, I mean, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
You can pay celebrities to do what they wish.
Yeah.
That was another thing that came out of this.
Oh,
all of these athletes can go put their name on Cameo and do a name drop.
Like, I think I saw was it Arkansas? The entire offensive line got a sponsorship deal with the barbecue company. Mm-hmm. They're going to be promoting the barbecue. That's really, really cool. That's an awesome idea. Those guys are going to get paid to be spokesmen for a barbecue company, the offensive linemen.
I was trying to pull it up on my computer instead of my phone because I read better in big print.
But as a blanket, all 90 kids, I don't think all 90 of them are even going to be interested in that. I could be wrong.
I can't imagine a kid walking away from $500 a month.
I just think it's like you said, look in the fine print.
Here's what it says. It says, this is on Barstool Sports, the link you sent me. Each of the 90 existing Miami scholarship players will be offered a $500 a month contract up to $6,000 for a year to endorse American top team through their social media accounts, personal appearances, and other marketing vehicles.
Okay. Marketing vehicles.
But I'm guessing that all of that is negotiable.
Oh, yeah.
So they could say, yeah, but all I'm going to do is social media.
And we'll give you $100 a week or $200
and that's
a
what
week
this is all about.
To the third team wide receiver, offensive lineman.
And then it goes to like this. It says, and take a sport like baseball, where schools are only permitted 11.7 scholarships and almost no players receive a full ride. If Mississippi State and LSU are both offering one kid a 25% scholarship, but Raising Cane's, I don't know what Raising Cane's is willing to give him $10,000 a year to do endorsements in Baton Rouge, that's likely going to be the deciding factor. That's what I've said before. This is going to get, and it comes down, and this person says, I think this is going to get a lot crazier before it gets more sane.
Yeah.
But it's going to be the player benefiting from it, so I'm fine with that. It's going to be a Wild West for a little while, and that's okay. I'm very anxious to see where all this goes.
Did I read somewhere that some financial people believe that female athletes will make out more or better than some of the male their counterparts, and some of the Olympic athletes as well?
There is one Olympic athlete, and I do not remember where she's from, and she is a gymnast, if I'm not mistaken, but she has 4 million Instagram followers. So, yeah, there will be some money for that. Now, I think some of the minor sports, the really good athletes, will have an opportunity to make some money from endorsement deals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And looking back, saying the last 25, 30 years, maybe longer, even to back when we were in college.
Mm-hmm. We were in college?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
What athletes do you think would have made a killing had name, image, and likeness come along during our time and since forward? Who are some of the athletes that you think could have taken advantage of their celebrity while in college?
George Rogers.
Okay.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Archie Griffin. Think about these guys. These were Heisman winners.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, South Carolina's a little different because it's not exactly a powerhouse. Ohio State is.
Herschel Walker.
Yeah. Bo Jackson.
Tim Tebow.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. That ain't even a maybe.
That's
right
without
there.
question, right?
Yeah. Think older. Joe Namath at Alabama.
Yeah. That was in the 60s. I don't know because they were going through a lot of the civil rights issues.
Well, and they didn't have the advertising.
Yeah.
But do you think Joe Namath didn't get any money?
I don't know. How about Pistol Pete Maravich? He could put on
David Thompson.
Yeah, they could put on all these clinics
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But Michael Jordan was not.
He wasn't developed
the star in college.
No, not as much as Pete Maravich was. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine him? I mean, putting on a clinic, dribbling clinic, or whatever. Mm-hmm. But all sports, or even think of the Olympic athletes down through the years, like a Mary Lou Retton or somebody like that. Mm-hmm. That could have taken advantage.
What's his name? Her name is now.
Oh, Bruce Jenner.
Whoever. Bruce. Whatever that is. Let me take a final time out, and we'll come back and we'll chew up somebody else.
If you ask around, you'll find Burke Mortuary has a reputation for excellence and commitment to value. They've built a reputation of trust for more than 35 years. Burke Mortuary is proud to offer personal attention, meaningful tributes, and the area's most affordable prices. They're also proud to offer you beautiful, state-of-the-art facilities. It's the perfect place to honor your loved one. So when choosing a funeral home, the choice is easy. Choose Burke Mortuary with locations in Maiden and Newton.
Whether it's a sit-down meal or a call-in for the drive-thru, Brookwood Cafe and Catering is the answer. A variety of meats, vegetables, and desserts cooked daily, or a hot sandwich from the grill, they have what you're looking for to satisfy your taste buds. If you need catering from 5 to 500, Brookwood has you covered as well. Stop by Brookwood Cafe and Catering at 202 Providence Mill Road in Maiden. Don't forget breakfast daily till 11 a.m. Open Tuesday 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., Wednesday through Saturday 6 a.m. till 8 p.m., and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Call 828-428-8944 to place your order today.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County since 1940. And as it has been from the beginning, customer service is a priority to First Federal Savings Bank. They want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, the products, and the services that the larger banks have, but with hometown people that you see throughout your community. Stop in and visit one of their 4 convenient locations and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Times convenience stores are more than convenient. They're your neighborhood store, your store. With locations in Lincoln, Catawba, Gaston, Iredell, and Mecklenburg counties, there's one near you. Times convenience stores have the right items at the right price, from snacks, cold drinks, and light meals from the grill, and there's always a special to save you time and money. Times has what you need. Times convenience stores, there's one near you. Regardless of where you're going, there's one on your way. Remember, there's always time to stop by Times. Covenant Church began as a vision of just over 100 people in 1984. Since then, Covenant Church has grown and currently located at 2168 Gastonia Highway in Lincoln. The Sunday schedule includes early morning worship at 8:30, Sunday school at 9:45, and morning worship at 10:45. Their ministries extend beyond Sunday. Visit their website at www.covenantchurch.church to see all they have to offer, and better yet, stop by and see for yourself. Covenant Church may be just what you're looking for a new church home.
In the best of times, no one is more deserving of every opportunity, encouragement, and support than the youth in our communities. Parents, teachers, coaches, and sponsors struggle to stretch their budgets to continue help. Communities need a team effort. Times Oil Corporation, a longtime member of the community, established the Times Educational Alliance Mission, or Team Foundation. Since 2011, over $125,000 in grants have been donated in the community. Times Oil and the Team Foundation are proud to be community partners.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Call Mooney Insurance in Maiden or East Lincoln Insurance in Denver, or visit mooneyinsurance.com. Stiefel Nicholas now has an office in your community. Stiefel Nicholas is a full-service organization offering a wide range of investment vehicles and services. These include money market funds, CDs, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, annuities, retirement plans, and managed accounts, to name a few. Our financial advisors will sit down with you and help you tailor an investment plan, explaining strategies and investments which may help you achieve your personal goals. Call 4Rembert today at 828-624-7300. Stiefel Nicholas, member SIPC and the New York Stock Exchange. Oh, wait a minute. My mic wasn't on. Hey! Oh, welcome back. See, there it was. Hey! Did you hear it?
Did you name that bumper music, or that was the name of it?
That was the name of it.
Did you purchase it?
That
okay.
was the name of it.
Knock you out.
Yeah, make sure you get that out there, too. That I purchased it. Exactly right.
Legally.
Just like I did the first. They just can't take getting beat. That's what it is.
Okay.
Got some on this day, sir?
I do.
Okay.
A lot of baseball, and Wimbledon's going on, as you can imagine, and all-star games and baseball, that kind of stuff. 1923, the Cleveland Indians beat the Red Sox in a game 27-3. One of the high-scoring games in history of baseball. In that game, the Indians scored 13 runs in the sixth inning to break the game wide open.
What year was this?
1923.
Wow.
That was the earliest I was able to pull up something. 1936, the National League beat the American League in baseball's all-star game. It was the first time the National League had ever beaten the American League. Won that game 4-3. First win ever.
Okay.
Then jumped to 1972. Billie Jean King beat Yvonne Goolagong to win Wimbledon. And then
I always liked Yvonne Goolagong.
I did too. 1973, first U.S. all-women's Wimbledon final between Billie Jean King and Chris Evert, won by Billie Jean as she beat Chrissy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to another Wimbledon event. In 1985, Boris Becker became the youngest player, the first unseeded player, and the first German to win the men's singles at Wimbledon. Not only he was the youngest, 17. I think he was 17 years old. He was unseeded going in, and he was the first German to ever win a men's singles at Wimbledon. And in 1990, U.S. biker, cyclist, I guess is a better term, Greg LeMond won his third straight Tour de France. He was the most decorated, I guess, cyclist in American history until
Jeter.
Yeah, Lance Armstrong came along.
I said that out loud, didn't I? Dadgummit. I said that out loud. In 1868.
I missed that one.
Surrey wicketkeeper Ted Pooley completes a then first-class cricket record, 12 dismissals, 8 caught, 4 stumped, in a county match against Sussex in the Oval.
Wow.
I wish somebody would just explain what I just said right there. 1900, the Boston Beaneaters pitcher Kid Nichols notched his 300th career MLB victory with an 11-4 win over the Chicago Orphans. How about that? 1912, American athlete Jim Thorpe wins 4 out of 5 events to win the pentathlon gold medal at the Stockholm Olympics. The medals would be stripped in 1913 because he played pro baseball, then reinstated in 1982. Greatest athlete to ever live?
Probably.
1914, Baltimore Orioles owner Jack Dunn offers future baseball legend Babe Ruth, Ernie Shore, and Ben Egan for $10,000 to Connie Mack after refuses, pleading lack of finances. Connie Mack. I need to kind of read about him. There's a lot of stories about him, right?
Yeah, he was a manager, owner, player.
Okay.
He was like
he
was like the George Halas of Major League Baseball.
Okay. 1919, the Phillies tie a Major League Baseball record of 8 steals in an inning. Did you get that?
1919.
In the 9th, in a 10-5 loss versus the Giants.
In one inning, in the 9th inning.
That's the way I'm reading
8 steals.
In one inning.
What was the score of the game? Did you have it up there?
10-5. They still lost. 10-5.
Oh, they still lost?
Yes.
They were trying to steal their way to come back to win.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, though.
A lot of Wimbledon. Yeah, Wimbledon's going on.
Now, if they were trying to win the game, even if they ended up winning the game like that and they was just stealing for the sake of stealing, then there probably would have been a base brawl.
Yeah.
There'd been a fight.
Yeah. 1937, in the 5th Major League All-Star Game, Griffin Stadium in Washington, AL wins 8-3. Lou Gehrig drives in 4 runs with a home run and a double. And I didn't realize this. You know, the only thing I remember Bobby Riggs. You remember the Bobby Riggs Billie Jean King match?
I do.
The Battle of the Sexes is what they called it. In 1939, Wimbledon men's tennis, Bobby Riggs beats fellow American Elwood Cook for a Wimbledon sweep, also won doubles and mixed doubles title. 3-time major champion.
I didn't know that.
I never knew he was that good. I just thought he was, you know, I looked at him more as a comedian or something. I never knew he could really play.
Said he was the hustler. That was his nickname.
Yeah. 1948, the Indians stunned MLB by signing 42-year-old veteran Negro Leagues pitcher Satchel Paige. 1942.
Who I believe has a birthday today.
You would know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. 59, 26th Major League Baseball All-Star Game, Forbes Field, Pittsburgh. Willie Mays triples to score Hank Aaron as National League wins 5-4. Another great tennis player in 61, Rod Laver.
Rocket Rod.
Beat Chuck McKinley. Rod Laver, another name very synonymous with tennis.
The redhead.
Yes. Out of where?
Lefty. He was out of where? So he would be.
Not around here. Big Island.
The Big Island, Australia.
That's correct.
Okay.
The island continent. 1971.
Country, continent, island.
Major League Baseball Commissioner Bowie Kuhn announces that Negro League players elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame to be given full membership in the museum. That's where it should have always been.
Oh, yes. Never too late to do the right thing.
No, that's very true. 1978, the NBA approves franchise swap. The Buffalo Braves owner John Brown and Harry Mangren acquire Boston Celtics, while the Celtics owner Irv Levin gets the Braves, later moves them to San Diego to become the Clippers. A franchise swap between owners.
Okay. I didn't know that about the Celtics. I knew that Buffalo moved to San Diego and later became the Clippers.
But the owners, John Brown and Harry Magnum, get the Celtics, and the Celtics owner, Irv Levin, got the Braves and moved them to San Diego.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. I wasn't aware of that either. Boris Becker, we done Boris Becker. All right, birthdays.
You remember running back Matt Suhey played with the Chicago Bears in the mid-'80s, maybe even before that.
Okay.
He was Walter Payton's blocking back when Payton was with the Bears, number 32. Played fullback for Penn State, longtime Chicago Bears running back. Matt Suhey is 63 today. You want to mention?
Yep, I saw that. 2001, in his first appearance at Daytona since the death of Dale Sr., Dale Jr. wins the Pepsi 400, coming from 7th with 9 laps remaining to beat Michael Waltrip. Just another note on that, I saw just down a rabbit hole, basically, career earnings of NASCAR drivers. Dale Jr. is at $400 million.
$400 million?
$400 million. That's winnings and endorsements. That's the whole 9 yards, because he sure didn't do it on winnings.
Yeah.
Because he didn't really win that much.
He was very popular, though, right?
Yes, and still is.
Yes.
Still is. Okay, now I'm done.
Offensive lineman Will Lutz, 27 today. I think he plays for the Saints, perhaps. Former quarterback Chris Redman played at Louisville, NFL for a time, is 44. Longtime NFL defensive lineman, played with the Cleveland Browns. Jerry Shirk is 74, played in the 70s, early 70s. Carl Mock was a center with the Houston Oilers, long time, and was also a offensive line coach. 74, I believe he passed away last year. Mentioned Satchel Paige, born on this day in 1906 in Mobile, Alabama.
5-time Negro League and 2-time MLB All-Star.
Yeah, I didn't know he was 2-time All-Star. Len Barker, who pitched one of the few perfect games in baseball history back in the 70s with the Cleveland Indians, turned 66 today.
Do you know where he was born?
Len Barker?
Don't know. Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Okay. Did not know
there
that.
There really is a
Fort Knox, Kentucky. Yeah. Lisa Leslie played college basketball and in the WNBA. Now I believe is a part-time broadcaster, is 49. And Ralph Sampson, the big guy, 61 today.
Yep, born in Harrisonburg, Virginia, where our good buddy Davy Crockett is.
Yeah.
NBA All-Star 84 through 87 with the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets. See if I've got any others in here that you did not get.
People of note.
Yep. Michael Westbrook.
Wide receiver.
Born in 1972 for the Washington football team.
I believe he played at Colorado with Cordell Stewart.
It did not say that. Yeah. How about, you remember Michelle Kwan?
I do.
The figure skater. She turns 40. I'm sorry. Yeah, she turns 41 today. And that's it. That's all I got, too. That went quick. Sadly.
Man.
Let me give you a couple comments. Bill Klein, good morning. Lindsay says, so can female athletes start accounts on sites like OnlyFans? I don't know what OnlyFans is.
I don't either, but apparently they can.
Okay. Ringo turns 81 today.
Ringo Starr.
Yeah, and I had another birthday. Somebody was in their 90s, and I can't remember who it was. I had that earlier. Remember the NBA refs for light beer? Bill said, and Lindsay was one that said basketball players at Carolina drove really nice cars. Dave Willis, good morning. Glad to have you. Darn, I wished I could remember that now. There's another celebrity birthday. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick. Come on. Come to me. It's amazing. I just gave that birthday 2 hours ago, and I can't remember it. Doc Severinsen.
Okay.
Doc Severinsen is 94.
He's still alive.
And I think he still performs. Okay.
So,
yeah.
Good for him.
David Hutto. He's the construction worker from the Village People.
All right.
Shelley Duvall. You remember her?
I do. Popeye, right?
Yep. And The Shining.
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny. That is correct. And the other thing that I was going to mention to you, just a little LR tidbit here, and I was thinking about it when we went to the thing up at the
Bears Pavilion?
When they passed the plate, when we went to that event. I was thinking about when I was in high school and I was in the band, a famous trumpet player. His name was Maynard Ferguson.
Maynard
Ferguson. Well, Maynard, he did the Star Trek theme. He did the Rocky theme, Gonna Fly. Great trumpeter. I saw him at, what's the name of the P.E. Monroe Auditorium?
Yes, P.E.
I
Monroe.
saw him. Yeah. He came to Hickory, and I saw him in concert when I was in high school.
I remember when I was working at the radio station, the guy that used to do weekend shows, Mike Sherrill, the jazz tracking shows, and he interviewed him, I think the time that he came to P. Monroe Auditorium, and maybe a couple of other times, but I think that was Mike's probably hero when it came to music.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome guy. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow in the rain. Get ready. Here it's coming. That's what they say anyway.